Now, as most of you are probably familiar with the old newsreels from the 30s and 40s where narrators would provide the voiceover for archive news footage, they all talk like this. Dateline.
Right.
Covered everything from the war to sports to the latest big Hollywood premieres. Well, whenever they would cover Hollywood news, there was always fluff pieces and pretty much, they just told the public what they wanted to hear about their favorite stars. We were wondering what the newsreels would have been like if they didn't pull any punches and they told the public everything that was known or rumored to be true about their favorite celebrities. So we created our very own newsreel show, and it goes something like this.
Dateline, October 1945. Franklin Delano Roosevelt is making final preparations to leave the White House after serving the longest term in American history. FDR is beloved by millions, and even though he's in a wheelchair, he's laid more pipe than Babe Ruth, Rudolph Valentino, and Frank Sinatra combined. And Eleanor Roosevelt doesn't mind that it's not her ass he's a smacking, because she's, you guessed it, a munch. And in the world of sports, Joltin' Joe DiMaggio met with reporters saying he hopes the Yankees have a more successful season in 1946. And despite being a miserable, self-absorbed bastard who only cares about himself and his batting average, the Yankee Clipper says he'd like to get married someday, preferably to a famous blonde actress with 6 toes and a farting problem. I hope Marilyn likes baseball as much as she likes nailing Kennedys. And the big news. And the big news this week in Hollywood was the premiere of the new Jimmy Stewart film, It's a Wonderful Life. All of Tinseltown's biggest names were on hand to take in the festivities. Why, there's Charlie Chaplin, one of the biggest stars of the silent era and proud owner of a 12-inch penis. With his well-known weakness for girls, it looks like Charlie's landed another teen beauty, hoping he'll knock her up so she can slap a paternity suit on him. Old enough to bleed, old enough to breed, eh, Charlie? And don't look now, but there's Cary Grant. Cary loves taking in premieres and smiling for the cameras when he's not back at his Santa Monica beach house drilling for oil with his very close friend Randolph Scott. I hear those two just got through filming their latest movie, Logjam at Pirate Lake. By the way, Liberace was down there this past weekend tickling Cary Grant's ivories. And then I heard he played some piano. Speaking of rope smokers, there's a young Rock Hudson swishing his way down the red carpet with his gorgeous young woman he'll never touch because she doesn't have a weenie. Following Rock, appropriately enough, Miss Judy Garland. Miss Judy Garland. Poor Judy's taken so many pills, she doesn't know where the hell she is. Follow the yellow brick road. Why, she's lucky if she can keep control of her bowels. Nevertheless, Miss Garland looks like she's having a very good time indeed. So does Clark Gable, seen here waving to his fans and looking as dashing as ever. Clark, Hollywood loves you. And frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn, even if you are an egotistical, impotent tightwad with breath that smells like ass. Why, there's Bing Crosby exchanging tips on how to beat his kids with actress Joan Crawford. The cold, abusive father of 4 certainly looks happy as he enters the famous Man Chinese Theater. He must have smacked around his son Gary just before leaving the house. After all, kids should be beaten, not heard, eh, Bing? Yes, Hollywood's brightest and most dysfunctional stars were certainly all shining brightly on this particular evening. This has been Edward Gordon for Movie Tone Productions. That's it for now.
Worthy. I hadn't heard that one in a while. Thanks for the requests.